Hey YouTubers, this is KingTheGay6, aka Raymond. I'm sure you saw the title. Yep. Sylvester Stallone has announced his retirement from acting. I'm sure you guys know that. I'm sure you guys say, wow, finally, he's finally retiring right now. But let you guys know, he's 70 years old. I mean, for this guy to actually still continue acting at an old age, that shows right there that he is able to still do it. Let you guys know that Sylvester Stallone is my all-time favorite action hero of all time. Now, like I said before, three actors were voted as the best action stars of all time. Sylvester Stallone, Bruce Willis, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, those three made one of the best action films of all time. And Sylvester Stallone, I'm sure you guys know that he was best known for in Rocky. If you guys have never seen Rocky, you should see it because the first one, as you guys know, he made 6, believe it or not. Now, the first Rocky, I'm sure you guys might know that I think I might have told you this from the when on the video Muhammad Ali passed away. Rocky Balboa actually got his inspiration. Was inspired when Sylvester Stallone saw the fight with Muhammad Ali. He watched him box. I forgot what the guy's name was, but he watched him box and he saw how the fight was amazing. It shows that how Muhammad Ali was one of the greatest boxers of all time. Sylvester Stallone actually had an inspiration from watching that. So, for 3 days, for 23 hours, he would lock himself in his house, in his room. He was writing the script for a movie called Rocky. Now, guys, based on that, Rocky, he tried to find some people who actually wanted to see the script, buy the script, and make it into a movie. A lot of people turned him down. But the company, if you guys see the movie Rocky, there's a company called United Artists. This was the company who actually bought the script, written by Sylvester Stallone, of course. Now, here's the thing. They had 2 actors in mind who would play Rocky. Robert Redford and Burt Reynolds. Now, don't get me wrong. Those 2 guys were the best actors ever. But Sylvester Stallone said he would not sell the script unless you make me a lead actor in that film. They were hesitant at first because, think about this, guys. How can you make a lead with an unknown have a lead actor who is unknown? So they gave it a shot. And guys, and it was 1976 when that movie came out. That movie was a box office success. It made Sylvester Stallone a household name. It won a lot of Academy Awards, including for Best Picture. Sadly enough, Sylvester Stallone wasn't nominated for that role, but the woman, Talia Shire, who played Adrian, was the only actress who actually was nominated. And also, if I remember right, the guy Burt Young, who actually played Paulie, was also nominated for Best Supporting Actor. But sad enough, Sylvester Stallone wasn't nominated for Best Actor in a leading role. But he was actually honored to present one of the awards. And who better than to share that honor of being on stage was with the one and only Muhammad Ali. He surprised Sylvester Stallone by saying, "You stole my script. I'm the real Apollo Creed." It was one of the best moments in his life, knowing that the guy who gave him the inspiration of making Rocky was actually there with him. Now, guys, he had his share of movies. He did a lot of action. He did comedy. And believe it or not, guys, he actually did a country musical with the one and only Dolly Parton. And that movie stunk terribly. Well, I was a kid. And my mom shows me old movies all the time. And when we saw a movie called Rhinestone, that's what it was called, Dolly Parton, he said that in this movie, he was talking to me and my 2 brothers, is, "Hey guys, in this movie, Dolly Parton has to make someone a country star. And he is in that taxi cab. And as soon as he pulled up, the taxi cab pulled up, someone in the said, 'Did you see that?' And he said, 'Oh my God, it's Sylvester Stallone.'" And Mom said, that's right, Sylvester Stallone is going to be the one that's going to try to sing country. Now, guys, that movie Rhinestone, it was funny, but it's kind of sad seeing Sylvester Stallone trying to sing country and also dressed up like in country outfits. And the funny thing was, the song that he sang, I think it was the Frankenstein song. He sang something like that in country style. That was nominated for a Razzie for the worst song ever in a movie. And let you guys know, Sylvester Stallone is the king of Razzies. He was nominated over 17 or 18 times, or it might be 20, a little more. That would be like Meryl Streep being nominated for Best Actress in the Oscars. As you guys know, the Oscars is for Best Actresses. The Razzies is for the worst. And Sylvester Stallone was voted for worst on a lot of movies that he's done. And let me tell you guys, I've seen all his movies. He made Rambo. That one movie was great, but part 2, 3, and 4 were actually nominated for Worst Picture and also Worst Actor for that. I don't know why. But Sylvester Stallone is known for doing a lot of action. He also does his stunts. Now, in one movie, Rambo, when he fell off, he jumped off a cliff, and he landed in some branches, a tree trunk. He landed, he was crying in pain. But if you guys wonder about that, he actually landed on a branch and broke his ribs. And he had to be rushed to the hospital. So they left that scene there, hearing him crying in pain. But then after that, he got back and was able to do it. Now, for Rocky, from 2 through 6, Sylvester Stallone written it and directed all of those movies. All those movies were great, but part 4, where he fought Ivan Drago, played by Dolph Lundgren, as you guys remember him, he's the tall Russian guy. When he told him to punch him as hard as he could, he did. Sylvester Stallone had to be rushed to the hospital because he was knocked out badly, and he also bruised one of his chest and everything. He was a big guy. But he has done a lot of good movies. And also, he was nominated twice. He was nominated for one movie. It was called Copland. It was a true story about a cop who was run down, but he decided to take matters in his own hands by making his town safe. And also, he was also nominated for Creed. Now, this was a spin-off from the Rocky series, where we saw Apollo Creed's son rise to the top with the help of Rocky Balboa, played by Sylvester Stallone. Now, that movie was his best moment in there. I was hoping he was going to win, but he lost. But man, him announcing his retirement, I know I use all my hands. It's how I am. It's just sad to see that finally, after all that time, at age 70, he's announcing his retirement. Now, he was supposed to star in another film. He said he was supposed to be announcing his retirement, but they were supposed to make Expendables 4. And I don't know if that's still going, or maybe that will be his final film. But oh man, it was one of the best. Expendables was great. Part 2, I think it would have been better if the fight was a little longer with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and also the same on Expendables 3 when he fought Mel Gibson. But overall, guys, Sylvester Stallone is one of the best action stars of all time, and I'm sure you guys will agree with me on that. My favorite movie out of all that was Cliffhanger. If you guys have not seen Cliffhanger, be sure to watch it because that's one of the best action films of all time. Give me your opinion on what your favorite moment with Sylvester Stallone is, or your favorite movie with Sylvester Stallone in it. Because he did a lot of great films. He actually did one movie that he hated it the most. I'm sure you guys know this. This is actually a Mother's Day movie. It was called Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. That's right. Now, do you guys remember that old lady in the television series Golden Girls? That was B. Arthur's character's mom. That's right. She actually played his mom. Now, he said that was the worst movie he's ever done because he did a little comedy. He didn't like that. He wanted to add a little action with it, but still, he said, in his words, hated that movie the most. He said he regrets being in that film. Now, if you guys are wondering about this, It's pretty simple. Sylvester Stallone plays a tough cop who's doing well with his life. All of a sudden, he gets a phone call saying, "Hi, son. I'm gonna come over. I want to spend my time with you." And believe it or not, when the mom was there, she witnessed a murder. And guess who decides to only tell? Her own son. That's right. He has to rely on his mom to try to solve a murder case. And also, that's his partner, believe it or not. It's a funny movie. I mean, there's a lot of good ones. I'm sure when you watch this, like, I can't believe I wasted an hour and 30 minutes of my time watching this, seeing a guy get made a fool of himself by his own mother. But it's pretty good. I mean, it's up to you guys if you want to see it. I liked it, but at the same time, it was kind of stupid because you kind of knew exactly what was going to happen in the story. Always. So, alright guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction, more gameplay. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed this. Tell me what's your favorite movie with Sylvester Stallone. Like I said, my favorite is Cliffhanger. That was one of my favorites. If you guys have not seen that film, I advise you to see it because that is the best. Because, let me tell you, it's crazy. This movie was made in the early 90s, and way back then they had great movies. And sometimes there's bad ones, but you never know. But give this movie a chance, you'll love it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, like I always say, stay positive. And Sylvester Stallone, thank you for giving us some great movies and some great acting. That was the best. At age 70, you're tough to get through it all.